Welcome back to Every Other Carl. I'm Carl, and today I am back working on my 2008 Honda Ridgeline. So in this video, I'm swapping out my traditional halogen bulbs for LEDs. So a company actually reached out to me on a previous video asking if I would review their LED conversion lights for my Ridgeline. They sell these on Amazon. They did not sponsor this video, but they did send these to me for free. And they must have read my mind because I recently moved out in the country and these roads are really dark. There's no street lights around here, and I wanted to improve my lighting capability from my truck. So I'm going to install these and give my honest feedback as to the quality and whether or not it is worth it to upgrade from halogen bulbs to LEDs. Let's try this out. All right, so the company name is AISKITS, AISKITS. Let's check this out. So these are the bulbs. They're well packaged. They're protected pretty well. They also give you, it's interesting, this company gives you these little white gloves. They call them work gloves. But basically when you're dealing with headlight bulbs, even halogen bulbs, you don't want to touch the lighting element itself. And especially in the case of LED bulbs, the directions say do not touch these lighting elements. So that's why they suggest you wear these work gloves while you're putting them in. Because if you touch it, it's going to reduce the lifespan of the bulb. So they also give you a couple little tools here in this kit. There's some zip ties, some double-sided tape, and a carabiner, which I'm not sure I'm going to be using that, but this LED bulb with HID bulbs as well, you have a larger bulb here. It isn't just the plug-and-play halogen bulb that sticks right into the socket and plugs right in. This actually has a heat sink. It's got a little fan inside there because the LED lighting unit is actually going to heat up a little bit more than a halogen bulb would, and it needs to draw some of that heat out of the headlight unit. And with that wire hanging out, I guess the idea is you're going to want the zip ties to secure that so it doesn't just dangle and hit maybe the fan or whatever else is nearby. So I am doing this install at night because I want to get a really fair comparison between my old halogen lights and the new LED lights. So with that in mind, let's drive around and get a baseline with these halogen bulbs. All right, and here is what the halogen bulbs look like hitting my garage. All right, so let's get to the install. Right up in the engine bay. I'm going to do the one on the driver's side first. It's right in front of the battery. And what you're going to see is this rubber dust boot that is protecting the headlight bulb from dust. You can go ahead and, well, first thing you want to do is actually remove the plug. That is very simple, just pull straight back. And then remove this dust boot, this rubber dust boot, that comes right off. And then the bulb itself is held in by this little spring clip. And that, you want to press it in towards the bulb and then pull it up. And it unclips. And you can kind of fold that back. And I'm going to take my bulb right out. This is still a good halogen bulb, so I'm going to hang on to it. Alright, so now I got my LED bulb here, and I'm going to replace it. Put the gloves on, just in case I touch that lighting element. Still being careful of that. So this LED bulb has these 3 tabs on it. If you see those plastic tabs, and those match up with the housing. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's 3 slots. So there's a direction to how you put this bulb in. You put it in there, those tabs will sit in the slots, and then you can put that that spring clip back around it to hold it in place. Alright, that bulb is in place, and now I'm going to take the wire from the bulb and plug it into the wire from the truck. Alright, I'll deal with the zip tie later, but for now that's in there, and I'm going to do the second one. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how they light up the garage. Dang, okay, that's impressive. That is a lot more light. Okay, first impression, the light is a lot whiter. Super clear. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up, but yeah, very clear light. Really bright white. I'm gonna put these side by side so you get an idea of how bright it is compared to the halogens. All right, let's take it down the road and see the difference. Alright, so first impressions after the first drive. The light is noticeably brighter, slightly less noticeable than I was expecting though. I would say that it is maybe 15 to 20% brighter. The white is a lot whiter. That's different when you're looking at the surrounding environments. It does give you that whiter light, and I think that might even be brighter for oncoming traffic seeing you, so maybe that's a plus. That's going to do it for tonight. All right, it's been a couple days. Final verdict on the AISKITS. I've been driving with them. They have definitely helped with visibility driving around my dark roads. And I'm happy with them. I'm happy that I switched the LED bulbs, and I can honestly say that I haven't tried a lot of LED bulbs before. I haven't tried any. I have had HIDs, but I like the LEDs, and I would say that AISKITS, thank you for sending them to me. I think they're pretty good. They're currently, I think, $49 right now on Amazon. Anyway, the link will be in the description. Yeah, again, thanks for sending them to me. One thing to note is you'll notice I left the dust boots off, those little rubber dust boots. I left them off the light bulbs because the heat sink, that metal part, was getting pretty hot, and I don't want to risk melting. I don't think it would melt the rubber, but I don't want to risk like getting it too hot or maybe having that rubber wear out prematurely. So leaving those off, I think the headlights are pretty well sealed in any case, but I think that's going to do it. I'm happy with the bulbs. If you would, please subscribe. I do a lot of content on my Ridgeline and a bunch of other adventures. But until the next video, I'm every other call. I'll see you in the next one.